if you recovered, you have to make your own living. Parents have no strength now. We are exhausted a lot now. They don't touch the root and go back to reality. I understand because we can't ignore reality. We have to eat and make a living. I'm saying this because many people go back to their old ways. They fail the test because when they sit down they can't see the test paper. That weird effect, psychological effect, or spiritual problem, I don't know. They keep hearing the message. They don't know what the message is saying, but interestingly, they get better. They went into the university, but they go back to the past and make a lot of money. How to make money. Then the problem came back again. Problem is not making money, but if God is all powerful and sovereign within our problems, there is God's will there. Whether this is Satan's work or a sin problem or a mental problem, there is God's will. If I am God's child, you have to find that will, but it is to recognize Jesus Christ and experience Him more deeply, because Christ is God's best promise. It is also called a blood covenant. Why? Because while shedding blood, He promised us. God is a God of promise. As parents' faith goes towards covenant faith, they gain spiritual strength, which is transferred to the children. What is the opposite? Act-based legalistic faith. But actions change every day, right? We can't match all of God's laws. Some people, their salvation goes in and out because their actions change, since their lives change and go back and forth. There are people like that. Some people have experience-centered faith, but there are times when experiences come and don't. What happens if they don't come? Experience is different for people. Standard is not experience, but what is it? God's promise. I awakened from schizophrenia, but my thoughts went in and out. How confounded I was. I was awakened, but a long time ago, schizophrenia state seems like the reality, and right now seems like the illusion. How confounded I was. But even a little kid grasped onto promise. You promised to give a present long time ago. Why aren't you giving it to me? Kids believe in promise. Even though their intelligence is low, anyone can believe in promise. Even though thoughts come and go, they can believe in promise. That's how I overcame it. Only Christ. All answers are there. I grasped that one. Everyone around me said, you aren't all better. But I still grasped that. Everyone around me said they think I'll be difficult, but I grasped that. You just have to do that. How do we gain salvation? By our actions. After you gain salvation, the problem is doing faith life with actions. Do we gain salvation through our experience? Um, there are people who say that, but then if you didn't gain experience, did you not gain salvation? But problem is, after you gain salvation through Christ, faith life is lived by experience centered. Then you fall apart.